Is March 30th, 2022, and I put away the spices temporarily to make a homemade curry because I didn't want near any moisture that was in the kitchen because the sink, we have a saucepan in there that's filled with water that needs to be cleansed or cleaned. So I didn't want to keep them too close within the proximity, even though I have the turmeric here, but all right. And the black pepper. Maybe, yeah, that's basically it. Everything else is pretty much sealed with caps like that. Okay. These are sealed pretty well, actually. The way that they're designed, they become pretty airtight because they contain keep out. Well, I don't know if they keep out the moisture. Like if that was something that I was concerned about with the amount of moisture that could evaporate from, let's say, a saucepan with some soapy water in it. But as of it being pretty airtight, I'd say, because I'm able to, it keeps the fragrance in there. Okay. So I had washed the saucepan after I had manually removed the pasta temporarily into this bowl here. I had removed the pasta temporarily into the bowl here. And because the warm water, I could have included more filtered spring water from a 16.9 fluid ounce bottle of filtered spring water to cool the water down. And then I could have poured it into the excess water and drained it from the pasta in the sink, and then poured the pasta in there instead of using the spoon to manually transfer the pasta first. And then what I did is I ran cold faucet water into the saucepan where the warm water was left in there with the pasta removed, to pour out the water because the soapy suds in our sink over there. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't want any evaporation of the soap, that whatever, from the sink to get into the pasta. So I made sure that the water was cold first, that from the faucet into the remainder of the warm water that was in there. And then I emptied the water out and then washed the saucepan. The spoon was on this plate with the garlic and shallots, so it was still okay. So, all right. So put the pasta back in there. Okay. Let's get the ginger powder. And then the other is the turmeric and the black pepper that's already over there. So that's good. Alright, good. And I'm going to add in some tamari, of course, in there too. Some soy sauce. I decided to mince about an eighth of a small to medium sized shallot and only three medium to large sized cloves of garlic minced. So I throw that in there first, actually. Or, yeah, I'll do that. No, I'll do that last. Because I want to keep the color of the shallots a bit more vibrant before I add in after I add in the spices. This will remain. The color would still become, apparent. Less muddy of a palette. Okay. I may add in like maybe a teaspoon of balsamic in there. I don't know yet. All right. So first I'm going to include some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Yeah, 3 level tablespoons is good enough for this one. I just do this for fun, you know. Maybe one day I'll make a professionally done video or something, you know, or have someone help me with make it a better one. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay, good. Adding the ginger first. I feel like adding the ginger first today. Put like a teaspoon worth, maybe. Let's see. Oh. Somebody. Oh god, here we go. Kindle before it falls. Still recording? Good. I accidentally poured a little bit too much ginger in my hand. I don't know. It'll be okay. It's about a teaspoon worth I'm including. Let's see. Doing a half at a time. A teaspoon worth is good. Now I have to include with the cardamom. I'm going to keep it a 3rd level teaspoon as usual. You'd think that I would add that last because it's extra, but I'm used to using. So it's March 30th, 2022. I'm about to add in about a 3rd level teaspoon worth of cardamom after including the ginger. I accidentally hit the stop button when I was holding the other stuff. Coriander. I was saying, like, normally I do include that 3rd level teaspoon, kind of like a standard amount that I would normally do for my recipes. The coriander, I'll put half a level teaspoon worth. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's good. Still recording? Okay, half a level teaspoon in there, like the coriander, to close the lid. So, nutmeg, put about a 1/3, let's see. About a 1/3 level teaspoon of nutmeg. Yeah, right. 1/3 level teaspoon of nutmeg. The cumin, it's gonna be special. I love the way cumin smells, actually. Oh yeah, it's good. That's what makes it a curry, actually, probably. Other than that, it could be a chili. Okay, let's see. We'll start with a 1/3 level teaspoon worth to a half. So visualize it based off of what it looks like usually when it's already made. Maybe a little bit more. That's about. It was a 1/3 level teaspoon worth. I'm going to make it into a half a level teaspoon. I'm add in that other. Another 1/8 in there. That's good so far. Yeah. There's already. Oh yeah, turmeric. Like a. I don't know how to say. Less than a 1/3. About half of a 1/3 turmeric. Let's see. That'd be. I guess I used the 1/3 of a level teaspoon now. Maybe a little bit less than that. I'm going to stir this now. See how it turns out. I have to double the recipe. I don't know yet. Looks like, okay, I may have to add in that tamari sauce. Tamari is important. So far, it's a teaspoon worth in there. Put about 2 teaspoons. Yeah, that's good. When I double the recipe for the spices, when I do the same thing twice, since I included 2 teaspoons of tamari, I include double the amount of the spices. Anyways, the amount of pasta I made was about a quarter of a box of durum wheat semolina spaghetti style pasta. Usually they're sold within the same net weight range. That would be like, yeah, I used about a quarter of a box. So I'm going to add in a little more. I'm going to do everything in the same order actually. I accidentally hit the stop button again. It is March 30th, 2022. I just included about a third level teaspoon of each of these spices extra. Each one was about a third level teaspoon each extra from the first iteration. And then I had also incorporated or included this black peppercorn. It is March 30th, 2022, 11:24. I just included the minced garlic and shallot. Now I am deciding to include about a teaspoon worth of balsamic in there. Maybe a half a teaspoon. About two-thirds of a teaspoon. Or 3/4 of a teaspoon. Yeah, somewhere around there. 3/4 of a teaspoon worth, approximately. That's about half a teaspoon. Okay, good. It's close to a teaspoon. Okay, I like a bit that of a like a. Oh God, I can't talk.